I'm Jamie Latour, and this video will show you what the heck these Bubbul Gems are all about in Tears of the Kingdom. You've probably noticed that Tears of the Kingdom has a whole lot of caves. You might think that they're simply just there for you to have some extra nooks and crannies to poke around, but they do serve another purpose. In each one of these caves is a special enemy called a bubble frog. These guys are often hidden within the caves and require you to do a little bit of searching around to find them. Once you do, all you gotta do is take them out with some arrows or whatever else you have handy. And when they're beat, they'll drop a Bubbul Gem as a reward. Now, what do you do with a Bubbul Gem? The answer is that you hand them over to the most annoying character in the whole damn game, Kolton. I hate him. This freak is the brother of Kilton from Breath of the Wild. And while Kilton was interested in trading monster parts, Kolton has a different interest. He wants to become a Satori, and he believes that if he eats enough Bubbul Gems, he can become one because he's just freaking weird, man. The first place you can find him is near Pico Pond, which is very close to the Woodland Stable. You'll be able to spot their purple hot air balloon pretty easily, and when you approach them, you'll start the Hunt for Bubbul Gems quest. At this point, you can give Kolton a Bubbul Gem, and you'll receive the Bokoblin mask as a reward, which will let you blend in with Bokoblins when you wear it. If you haven't found any Bubbul Gems yet, you can go into the cave that Kolton just wandered out at the beginning of this side quest to find a bubble frog and get a gem. After that, Kolton will eat the gem, which makes my teeth hurt just thinking about it. From there, he'll deduce that he must eat even more of them to become a Satori, and he'll depart. There are roughly 147 Bubbul Gems in the entire game that are stashed away inside of caves. How do you find these caves? Well, there's a few ways. First, if you see these creatures called bloopies out in the wild, this usually means a cave is nearby. If you shoot the bloopie, it'll drop some rupees, and then run towards the direction of the nearest cave. So if you follow it, you should eventually stumble upon the entrance to a cave. You could also just ask Kolton, who will tell you of the nearest bubble frog that he can sense that's in the area. He can only detect one at a time, and he'll only give you an approximate idea of where the cave is located. But a vague hint is better than no hint at all. The most efficient way of finding caves is by visiting cherry blossom trees all around Hyrule. When you reach these trees, you'll find a little spot where you can place a piece of fruit. So take out an apple or a wild berry or whatever fruit you have on you, throw it on the little offering spot, and a Satori will appear. This will be followed by beams of light that will show up all around the region that you're in, and each of these beams leads you to the entrance of a cave. There's actually a map at the outskirts stable that points to the location of each cherry blossom tree. So I should have put that up on the screen right now, so just commit that to memory. Also, if you look on your map, any cave that you discovered that has a check mark on it means that you found the bubble frog in that cave and got the Bubbul Gem that was with it. If you found a cave and it doesn't have a check mark, that means that you still need to find that cave's bubble frog. Now, Kolton will appear at various locations all over the map, and it's hard to determine exactly where he's going to end up parking his balloon. Kolton's balloon only appears at nighttime, and I found that he usually hangs out close to certain stables and sky towers. The easiest spot to find him is near the Alri Mountain Skyview Tower, which is just northeast of Terrytown. I also usually saw him near the Snowfield Stable in the South Tabantha Snowfields. Whenever you find Kolton, you can trade him Bubbul Gems for a variety of rare monster parts and unique armor, including the full Mystic Armor set, which lets you lose rupees when you take damage instead of your hearts. He'll only have one item at a time that you could trade for, and each time you give him some gems, a new item will be made available. Here's the order of items and the amount of gems it will cost you for each one. Now, as previously mentioned, he'll give you the Bokoblin mask at the start of this quest. Then, for 2 Bubbul Gems, you'll get the Moblin mask and then 3 Hinox toenails. After that, for 3 gems each, you'll receive the Mystic Robe, 8 Fire Keese eyeballs, eyeballs, the Lizalfo's mask, and 8 Ice Breath Lizalfo's tails. Then for 4 gems each, you'll get the Mystic Trousers, the White-Maned Lionel Mace Horn, the Horriblin Mask, 2 Gleeok Wings, the Lionel Mask, and 3 Gleeok Thunder Horns. Finally, for 5 Bubbul Gems, you'll get the last piece of the Mystic Armor set, the Mystic Headpiece. So in total, you'll need roughly 46 Bubbul Gems to acquire all of Kolton's bizarre crap. After that, he'll be out of stuff to trade, but Kolton will still ask you to find every last one of the Bubbul Gems. And what happens to Kolton when he eats all 147 of the gems, you ask? I'm not gonna spoil that here because it's really strange and you should really experience that bit of body horror for yourself. But if you want to know what the reward is, you'll get Kolton's fabric that you can use for your paraglider. So if some fabric in a really weird cutscene sounds like a fair reward for exploring 147 caves and having to spend time with this, then I guess you best get spelunking. For more Tears of the Kingdom news and guides, check out thegamer.com. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.